Right here, down. Protect your out. We put the work in. Let's finish. Let's do this. Family, I'll do 1, 2, 3.
You see, we dream chase, because that's all we was given to start with. Then we realized the dream was obtainable. Now look at us.
What's going on, Eagles family? This is the Main Thing podcast, and I'm your man, Big Huss, the one you trust, bringing you all your Philadelphia Eagles latest. Look, I hope everyone had a great weekend. But look, man, we got some things on the menu to talk about. We got a little bit of OTA talks. The Madden cover release just dropped today. Might be a familiar face on that, John. We'll see. But before we get into that, please make sure that you're liking the videos, you're subscribed to the channel, and you hit that little notification button so you know when our next video is dropping. Man, but let's get to that OTA news. Some noteworthy players who were not in attendance. You had DeVonta Smith, Reed Blankenship, and Lane Johnson. Some injured players who were there but did not participate. You had Cam Jurgens, Nakobe Dean, who said he's ahead of schedule. May see him during training camp. He's been using ballet to kind of further his recovery process. You had Jahad Campbell, rookie out of Alabama, Landon Dickerson, and then Ben Van Sumeren. But our first team defense kind of looked like this. This is 7-on-7s. Your linebackers were Zach Bond and Jeremiah Trotter Jr., which I kind of figured he kind of has the fast track as far as Vic Fangio's system. So that clearly would have been the other starter as of now. Your corners were Cooper DeJean at nickel, Quinyon Mitchell on the outside, and Adoree Jackson on the outside, which I thought was a little interesting. Our safeties were Andrew Makuba and Sidney Brown. Now, Makuba was the only rookie getting first team reps, and this is very rare for the Eagles, especially now during this era where they like to sit their rookies. You know what I mean? They don't want to force them into action, whether it be on the offensive or defensive side. They kind of want to let them grow within the system, really get their feet wet before throwing them out there. So for him to be out there as a rookie, already getting first team reps with the starting defense, that speaks volumes to what the Eagles think about this guy. Now, in base defense, your corners when as such. You have Quinyon Mitchell on the outside, which we figured. But then they actually moved Cooper DeJean to the outside in base defense, which I thought was a little interesting. I didn't think that we really see him too much on the outside. And look, they very well could just be playing around with it. I believe they did this a little bit last year at some point before he came up a little gimp. So we'll see how that goes. And now, mind you, the Eagles only played base defense last year 15% of their snaps. That's not a lot at all. They ranked 28th in the league. So us being a base defense and us just having two corners on the field at one time is highly unlikely. Okay. Now, Keely Ringo, who is my favorite to win the outside starting corner job opposite Quinyon Mitchell, he did see some first team reps, subbing out Adoree Jackson. He also saw some reps with the twos where it would be him and Eli Ricks lined up outside as your starting cornerback or your starting cornerbacks. I'm not going to look too much into this as far as them putting Adoree Jackson over Keely Ringo right now on the depth chart, just because it simply is OTAs. I think this is just a statement to Keely Ringo, as far as from the coaches, hey, we're not just going to give it to you. This is something that you're going to have to go out there and earn. And I fully expect him to do that. Now, Ringo was seen breaking down the DBs during the DB drill, trying to take on more of that leadership role, which is, I don't want to say crazy, but this is something crazy. This is a little wild. He is our longest tenured cornerback on the current roster at only 22 years old. So that lets you know how young that group is as a whole, and kind of where he stands. He would be the leader of this group. So to see him step in, no hesitation, first team practice, hey, man, I'm that guy, everybody on me kind of deal, that's big. That's big for real. As far as safeties go, you had Lewis Seen, another Georgia guy who we brought in late last year, and Andre Sam out of LSU, who folks are talking about. He trained with CJ Gardner-Johnson last year. They're pretty close. The Eagles see something in Andre Sam. I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of snuck into that rotation. But Lewis Seen and Andre Sam, both getting first team reps with the defense. We'll see what Andre Sam brings to the table. His name has been, some buzz. There's been a lot of buzz around his name, a lot of talk going on. Jalen Hunt got his first sack in 11 on 11s, continuing on from his Super Bowl run where he was doing his thing. I like to see that. Hey, like me and Mr. Owen say, earn your brick, man, brick by brick, and that's what he's doing, taking it day by day. But the continual progression and progress that we've seen from him, I'm really liking that right now, man. You had QB1. QB1 was out there doing QB1 things. They said he looked really sharp in OTAs, really keeping up that steam coming off from the Super Bowl. Started off 20 of 21, his sole incompletion going to Dallas Goedert. They said it was a catchable ball kind of off Dallas Goedert's outstretched hands. So that's cool. I ain't really tripping off that. They said he also didn't really push the ball downfield, which is fine. This is OTAs, man. Let's get some chemistry. I just want to see him out there being decisive. I want to see him out there being accurate when throwing the ball, and that's all we can ask for as of right. Like I said, it's OTAs. Not much is going to happen right now, as far as that goes. So that was good to see. Just that he was still, once again, in form for real. Saquon Barkley.
I swear, Saquon Barkley is the best. We survived the Giants, and now the Eagles got Saquon Barkley. Lord have mercy.
Moving on, to him. Saquon, according to his offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo, said he's in regular season mode. So that man is already in form, ready to go right now, which I expect, man. This team is hungry, and it's full of leaders. So I expect nothing less from this group. They're all chasing greatness. On Super Bowl is just not going to satisfy these guys. This is a hungry team, a determined team, and they're chasing greatness. And they let everybody know that all the time through their words and more so their actions. Saquon, if you haven't heard, also has just been named to the cover of Madden 26. That's high praise, man. He'll be the first Eagle since Donovan McNabb back in 2006, if I'm not mistaken, to be on the cover of Madden. Hey, that's high praise and just a lot of recognition from not only his peers, but just the general public of the season that he had, the success that he had last year, coming in from the Giants with his first year with us, rushed for over 2,000 yards, becoming only the 9th running back in NFL history to do so. He also was the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year and finished 3rd in MVP votings, only behind Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Once again, we all know who those players are. That's high praise just to be in that company. Look, what Saquon has meant to this team has been crazy. I don't know what the Giants were thinking.
What's the latest? Just on the Saquon thing.
I just got a text that Chicago's driving the price up and Philly's out. I don't know if that's true or not. Which I don't know. I'll make a couple calls. I don't even know if that's gonna happen, but
I have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. I'll tell you that. As I've told you, just being honest. I've been around enough players, so but he's the most popular player we have by far.
We ain't gonna go too much into that, but it's just bonkers. His first year with us, just the impact that he had on this team and this community is it's unreal and unmatched. Saquon will be part of the 99 overall rating club for Madden, the first Eagles player to ever do so. So he'll be in the 99 club, man. That's pretty sweet, I'm love that he's starting to get the recognition that he deserves. Being on the Giants, man, he was just kind of wasting his career away. That was 6 years kind of down the drain. He's just unreal, bro. The reverse hurdle might be the play of the year. I feel like that was the play that could really just put him on the map for everybody. Just the league was just on notice after that. Never seen anything like it. Per Eagles.com, Barkley stated, look, man, I'm grateful to my teammates, coaches, and the Eagles fans for their support. I can't wait to hit the field again and give Madden players more highlight reel moments in Madden NFL 26. Look, that way he's already looking forward to it. He's ready. He's ready for real. Now, you know, with the Madden cover comes the Madden curse, and I hate to even talk about it, but and at one point it might have been real. But as of late, I don't really buy too much into it. Maybe 10 years ago I would have, but curses are meant to be broken, and here of late it has been. Some recent players who have been on the cover of Madden include the Ravens, Lamar Jackson back in 2021. You had Patrick Mahomes in 2022, and here recently, Josh Allen in 2024. Those players were all on the cover of Madden, all had great years, those years that they were on the cover, stayed healthy, did their thing. So I'm not really buying too much into that. Then the Eagles, then on top of that, the Eagles training staff, you know what I mean, and just training regimen has allowed our players for the most part to stay healthy. So I'm not buying too much into that, man. But shout out to Saquon Barkley, man. Proud of you, brother. Proud of you, brother. Now, today is June 2nd. The OTAs will continue today. They'll be today and tomorrow for the next couple practices. Keep your ears open, you know what I mean? Your eyes glued, you know, to the tweets and everything going on, because a lot of Eagles news will be coming out. But look, I hope everyone has a great day. Stay blessed. Look, and if you don't know, this fly Eagles fly till we die, baby. Let's get it.
Hurts has time. Now locates Barkley out of the backfield. Barkley slips 2 tackles.
What I wanted to do. I went after it, and it was a struggle to achieve it. But you know what? I caught that bitch. Dream chasing.